Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today I bought a computer. Yeah, I know, I buy computers all the time, but I bought this one, and I purposely bought this one, so let's talk about it. What do we got? Let's open it up. Let's get this out of here. As you can see, it's well packaged, and I've always enjoyed that when it's shipping, and we got missing parts. Yep. No CD drive, no hard drive caddy, and no front panel. But it did give us a power cable, but nothing else. Oh, and a graphics card. Yeah, so that's what I bought. And how much did I pay for this one? 50 bucks. And let's talk about why I purposely bought this with all these missing parts and just kind of maybe broken. I don't know. So this is the Dell Precision T1700, and this is the smaller variant. And I paid $50 for it. And I know I paid $50 and it's missing a whole bunch of stuff, no hard drive or anything, but it actually has some cool stuff with it, and I actually made my money back just buying this. So let's talk about it. First off, the CPU is a E1240 Xeon 1240 E3. That's right, 1240 E3, and these things typically sell for about $60 to $70, more so $70 online. So right away, just buying this for 50 bucks, I could sell this and make my money back, and at least make a $10, $20 profit. Has 16 gigs of DDR3 memory. Typically $30 for this. 2 8-gig sticks. I think it's DDR3 1600, forget what it is, but $30. So let's say low end 60, 30, that's $90 right over here. And it has a NVIDIA Quadro K600 PCI Express video card, and these still sell for $20, and I guess they're still popular because I see them sell all the time for that. So $110, and I've already doubled my profit off of this. So what are we gonna do with it? And I'm gonna flip these parts and sell it. That would be smart, but yeah, I'm not too smart when it comes to that. I'm actually going to take this and we're going to make a computer out of it and sell it as a whole computer and see what we can do. So let's get this out the box. Let's get it up on our bench. Kind of like throwing my boxes around. And let's talk about it. So this computer, and let's give you a nice little look at it. It's actually not too bad of a nice looking computer, and I do like these computers a lot. I like these small form factors because typically you pop in like a 1650, a 1050 Ti, low profile of course, maybe even a 1030, which I think we might do a 1030 with this because, well, that's what I got for cheap. And these things are solid gaming computers, and you can play some good games on it. Works great for Fortnite, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and other games that we typically play over here, and they're solid. So yeah, could do that on this. So this computer, they came out in 2013. And they're typically like CAD computers, business computers, small servers, workstation computers. And the Precision lines, as far as these, they're built with better motherboards. They're durable, they last longer, better components, and they're a lot more expensive compared to the Optiplex. Now the Optiplex, I would probably say, is the cousin of it, and it usually has a different front panel. But for the most part, it's the same thing. So yeah, and that's what it is. Comes with the NVIDIA Quadro K600, 1 gig of DDR3, which this thing, they play okay, but I don't know. I don't recommend keeping this on here. I would definitely upgrade it and get something better. The memory, we got 16 gigs of RAM. What more can you want for that? USB 3.1, Ethernet in the back, PS2 for those of you who still believe in using PS2 stuff, serial, VGA, DisplayPort, yada yada, all that good stuff. And the other thing too is a lot of times if you get these motherboards or you get these bare bones without the CPUs, you don't have to buy a Xeon. You can actually pop in an i3 4th gen in this series, or you can pop in a i5, i7 4th gen, whatever you're going to find cheaper. But typically the Xeon is going to be the better bang for the buck for these computers. So what am I going to do with this? Question. Yeah, we need a panel. That's the first thing. I can't sell this computer without a panel, and a panel is about maybe $20. Yeah. Now for the hard drive, what we'll probably do is we'll probably put a double-sided tape right over here and just kind of tape it over there, and that'll be fine because we're just going to use probably a 256 or a 512 solid state depending on what I have lying around. And let's see if we can make a panel. So let me go grab something and we'll be right back. Alright, so what I decided to do is, because these are pretty cheap and I have a bunch of these lying around for other projects and other things I'm doing, we're actually going to go with this acrylic plexiglass type deal over here. I forget what the thickness is over it. Let's see if we can find it over here. 28 by 30, 0.093 inches. So whatever that equates to, that's what we're going to use. And I went with this thickness because I didn't want it too thin, because the thin ones break easily, and this is actually going to be a cover. So what we're going to do is, and this is kind of fun doing this one-handed, I'm actually going to measure the length, the width, all that good stuff, and we're actually going to line it up right up against here, just like that, and we're going to cut it to size. And then when we cut it to size, we're either going to go with magnets. I don't think I have strong enough magnets for it, but I will try. We're going to see if the magnets I have work, and if not, we'll probably use some self-tapping screws and just kind of screw into the metal right over here, and I think that will work as a good panel. So let me go ahead, let's measure it, let's cut it, and let's see how it looks. All right, that wasn't too bad. This straight edge over here actually made a huge difference in the cuts, and that I was able to keep it a little more consistent and everything. So now we talked about in the front, the issue with the front is that I didn't have the DVD drive. So what I went ahead and did is precisely, I went ahead and just cut myself a little piece of this plexiglass, and it didn't come over too bad. It'll fit in here, and we could probably hot glue gun it or come up with some way to close it. That way we seal this up, and then when I spray paint this front area over here, it'll actually look a lot better. So I think that's the plan we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to strip this case out, do some prep work on this, give everything a spray paint job, and I think we'll do I think it'll look good, and then we'll talk about specs, maybe some performance, and what we think we could get for this. All right, so let's get to work and let's see how this comes out. All right, this computer came out a lot better than I actually thought. And I'll be honest with you, I had my doubts that if I could pull this off, but I think I was able to pull it off. And let's talk about it. So, just to recap, paid $50 for this. It was garbage. It was thrown out. It was missing parts for the most part. Missing the hard drive caddy mount, missing the DVD mount, all that good stuff. And it didn't even have the front panel on it. And it's kind of hard to sell a computer sometimes when you don't even have the front panel because, you know, people want to protect their stuff from children, animals, whatever. So what do? Took a piece of a plexiglass. They sell these at hardware stores for about $20 for a large sheet. And you cut it to size and it worked great. For this Dell T1700 Precision, 11.5 inches each side, we cut it precisely, and then we just went ahead and we just did a little nice spray paint job over here just to kind of give it a little better look on it, and I think that came out fantastic. The front, we went with the slate matte gray over here. I don't know if it comes out properly on the camera, just to give it a little accent. Got rid of that little chrome Dell insignia over here. We just painted that gray and it looks fantastic. The power supply, what we did was we went ahead and we just taped everything off just to not mess it up, and we spray painted that black, and that kind of gives it a nice look and a better blend over it. Of course, we painted our fans with the slate gray and everything on that. Made sure we had enough memory. This has 10 gigs of DDR3, and we just went ahead and we used this NVIDIA Quadro K600 1 gig of DDR3, which I do gotta say, it surprises me for a potato budget video card for these computers, and this thing runs fantastic. So now this right over here, what do? Velcro. This Velcro comes right off and you can put it on, and the coolest thing about it, and I think probably a performance mod or upgrade for this computer, is that check it out, now we got airflow. These are typically sealed, and now we have airflow over here, so this thing could kind of breathe better, and it does help with the temps. I did know we're significantly lower temps, about 5 to 6 degrees, which, hey, every little bit helps. So that works out phenomenal. Let's talk about profit and what we're going to do with this computer. So of course we're going to be able to flip it, and the reason why we're going to be able to flip it because it's actually a pretty good looking computer. The acrylic just gives it a nice look at it. Threw some RGB bling in it, of course. And as far as the hard drive, what do? We went with a 500 gig SSD. Typically I'd use a 120 gig SSD and a mechanical 1 terabyte, but because we don't have the space over here, we just went ahead and we just put double-sided tape behind it with our 500 gig SSD, and you have plenty of room to play games on. It just has a nice look appeal to it. If we go ahead and we put it over here and we just get ready for the disco, I would say, I don't know. And let's put our demo mode on, and we just got some nice colors looking at it. And as if we learned in the past, 2 things that sell a computer, RGB and Fortnite. You have those 2 things, you'll be able to sell a computer very easily, and I believe we'll be able to flip this real easy. Yeah, this is our easy build. I think we're into this, what, 50 for the solid state, 50 for the complete build itself, 20 for this, so $120 in this, and I could easily sell this for $250 and double my money, and we should be good. Not to mention that the CPU that it came with is going to go in another build that's going to help me make more profit over there. So guys, what can I say? If you have a computer that seems to be junk, don't throw it out. If it's missing parts, you can make parts. We made our own panel, and if you had a 3D printer, we could probably make our own hard drive mounts and DVD drive mounts. Oh, real quick, I forgot. So the DVD was missing. We went ahead and we made our own cover for it. I just took a piece of that acrylic glass, I cut it to size over here, spray painted it, and look. Like you'll never know that I never had one. And besides, who uses DVD drives anymore? If you do, definitely comment down below. So definitely happy with this computer. It's flipping awesome. Came out great. Another easy mod, $120 into it. We'll easily sell it for $250 with a mouse, monitor, keyboard, maybe a little more, but probably $250 is where I'm gonna stick at it. And I already think I have a buyer lined up for it, so hopefully they should pick it up. So yeah, comment down below, let me know what you think. Do you like it? Would you do it? Was it a cool mod? Was it a waste of time? I don't know. I just want to hear you guys' opinions about it. If you like this video, definitely hit the like button. Your support helps me to continue to do builds like this. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. And as always, we'll see what we come up with next.